Yo, what's going on, G-Dot family? It's your boy G.TZ back with another BZ. Let's go ahead and get straight into it. My back hurts, so I'm not gonna be overly animated this time around. I don't know what's going on. I slept wrong, got a crick in my neck, crick in my back, crick in my foot, crick in my leg. I don't know what's going on right now, but that ain't what you came here for. We came to see what the hell is going on with OTF and Lil Durk, because I ain't gonna lie, being from Chicago, this shit hit home. What you mean Durk got locked up, man? They say, well, I'm gonna be in 10 years. I say the feds. Why would you say that, bro? Why would you say that? Now you really in the feds. Like, you gotta watch what you put in these songs, because it's gonna come back and bite you in the ass. But let's go ahead and see what happened. Maybe 1090J can shed some light on what's really going on. Let's just get to the bottom of it. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Let's see what's going on.
Man, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of EOS. It's 1090J, but I'm rocking with y'all. Y'all rocking with me. And for this video, y'all see the title. But before we get into it, keep in mind everything I'm about to speak on is alleged. Allegedly. By the feds. Now let's get into facts.
They still gotta prove it. See, that's one thing y'all gotta understand. They still gotta prove that he did the shit. You know what I'm saying? That's why they rely on snitches so much, because the snitches put the story together. But the snitch might be the only one going down. You never know till you dip low.
Saying though, they got 63rd niggas, some dirty ass niggas, man. We've been ready. On 6-0, we've been ready to put another nigga, under,
Because Quando's a little boy. I used to have him like this, saying fuck 63rd. Me and Vaughn. There's video of this? Google it.
He ain't lying.
No! They be saying slide for Vaughn. I think they trolling me. For some reason, I just don't see them comments no more.
Thursday, October 24th, 2024, Chicago rapper Durk Banks, aka Lil Durk, was taken into custody by U.S. Marshals in Broward County, Florida, on one charge of murder for hire. Hours earlier, an indictment was unsealed out of Los Angeles, charging 5 Chicago men with the 2020 broad day murder of 24-year-old Savia Robinson.
You gotta understand too, that shit happened in 2020, bro. It's 2024. Them feds waited 4 years, stacked up evidence, stacked up witnesses, stacked up snitches, stacked up all types of shit just to get him. This happened in 2020, my bad, and it's 2024, bro. There is no statute of limitations on murders, on bodies. Especially putting the cheese out there. It's different if you just do it. But if you putting the cheese out there for other people to do it, whole different ballgame. That's when the feds get involved.
Who was more commonly known as Lil Pab, the cousin of Georgia rapper Quando Rondo.
See all that broken glass there? That's where the Escalators park. They're getting gas when all of a sudden the windows are blown out by gunfire. They're under attack by bullets flying all over the place. To the left, Mike, you'll give you a look. See all those white evidence markers on the ground? Each one of those is by a shell casing. Gives you an idea how many rounds are fired. Police say in that alleyway, the white vehicle pulls up. 3 men get out, and they start firing at will, blasting away, targeting that black SUV, the rapper and his second person inside. Once that SUV is hit by the gunfire, they take off, they hit the gas, and they drive a few blocks away into West Hollywood. They wind up stopping over at Santa Monica and San Vicente, right in the very heart of West Hollywood. They pull over there because the wounds to the man who was hit inside the Escalade too severe. He's bleeding. They pull over. 911 is called. Paramedics rush in. They take the injured man who's hit by gunfire to the ER. He does not make it, does not survive.
Of the 5 men indicted, Didi, Vonnie, and Boogie would be identified as members or associates of...
I ain't gonna lie. When Durk came out with this album cover, he was tweaking. I ain't gonna lie to you. He was definitely fucking tweaking. I don't know why he did it like this, because, you feel me? You kind of you putting all these other people in harm's way. You put Vine in harm's way, Buka, Just Blow. Just Blow been locked up for a long time. I don't even hear nobody talking about Just Blow no more. He's been locked up for a minute. Then you got Mimo. I don't think he rocking with Durk, but he ain't signed no more. You got Duty Low. We putting him in complicated, you know what I'm saying? OTF, Ike, I know about all these niggas. I don't say I know them, but I know about all of them. It's just, when you put it like this, like you a mafia boss and you got the underbosses and you got the, you know what I'm saying? It's just, you paint a picture that you don't want to get painted in.
OTF, a record label formed in 2010 by Lil Durk. The indictment would state on November 6, 2020, Davon Bennett, aka King Von, a high-ranking member of OTF, got into a physical altercation with Taekwon Bowman, aka Quando Rondo, at a nightclub in Atlanta, Georgia.
We all saw that, man.
During the fight, an associate of Quando named Lil Tim pulled out a gun and shot Vaughn multiple times, killing him. After the murder, a man only identified as co-conspirator 1 made it clear to OTF Didi and 3 other unnamed men that he would pay a bounty to anyone who took part in killing Quando for his role in Vaughn's death. He'd communicate this hit in coded language. OTF Didi, the cousin of Lil Durk, would double down, offering anyone responsible for Quando's death lucrative music opportunities on top of the money being promised. 2 years later, it was now August 18th, 2022. The conspirators learned that Quando was staying at a hotel in Los Angeles. OTF Didi would recruit 2 gang members from Chicago that were unaffiliated with OTF, named Flocka and Brown Eyes. Didi would have co-conspirator 3 purchase them tickets from Chicago to San Diego by using an OTF credit card. Didi would confirm all 3 of them had the same airline tickets.
So it really sounds like if anybody gonna go down, it's really sounding like Didi finna go down right now, because they trying to put Durk in the mix, but Durk ain't, like, he wasn't communicating with these people. So you can try to say what you want to say, but Durk wasn't the one pulling the trigger. He wasn't the one communicating. He wasn't the one, you feel what I'm saying? So I'm not saying this was gonna happen, but Didi can low-key get thrown under the bus and like Durk escape. But somebody's going down for an M. Like, somebody's gonna get life in prison, and somebody's gonna get like the death penalty. It's unavoidable at this point, because it's just too deep, and the feds got enough evidence because they've been sitting on this shit for so long. They ready to lock somebody up behind this.
And would send a message on Instagram saying, "On my way to LA." Didi and another OTF associate known as Boogie would travel with Flocka, Brown Eyes, and a man only known as co-conspirator number 2 from Chicago to San Diego with the plan to kill Quando Rondo. That same day, OTF Vonnie traveled by private jet from Miami to LA to facilitate the hit. Vonnie, who could be seen shopping at Icebox with King Von back in 2020, would be seen shopping again, but this time obtaining cars, ski masks, and guns.
And they got him on camera?
Landing in San Diego, Didi and his team would drive to Los Angeles County, meeting up with Vonnie, who purchased 4 black ski masks from a sporting goods store in Los Angeles County using cash. Once again, using an OTF credit card, Vonnie would book a hotel room at the Universal City Hotel. Vonnie would provide the hit team with guns, including a 10mm Glock with a switch. He'd also provide a white BMW and a white Infiniti with a fake license plate. With no time to waste, the hit team would get right to work, traveling to Quando's hotel to find, track, and kill him.
I ain't gonna lie, it's low-key bad that they see. This would be different if they didn't know anything. It seems like they know a lot. They know that Vonnie flew in on a private jet. They knew that Didi and them flew into San Diego, drove to LA. They got people. They got you. If they knew you spent it with cash, that means they got you on camera going to these stores and buying these ski masks. Now you can still escape it low key, because you know what I'm saying. I'm just buying ski masks. What the hell I gotta look like, you know? But when you rent the cars and all this shit, it's just a bad look. So if anything, I'm still riding with the fact that these other people might go down instead of Durk. But it's looking bad right now. It's looking real bad.
But they'd have no luck. It wouldn't be until the next day they'd spot Quando's black Escalade. They'd follow Quando to a marijuana dispensary and then a clothing store, waiting for the right moment to strike. The feds were able to pull surveillance photos of the 2 vehicles tracking the Escalade, which eventually pulled into a gas station. We'll never know the conversation that took place inside of that car, but they decided at that moment it was time to take action.
I'm at the gas
Boogie
station.
would park inside an alley next to the gas station as the 3 shooters exited the vehicle, ambushing the Escalade and opening fire. Quando Rondo was inside of the vehicle with his sister as gunfire erupted, while Lil Pab had been standing next to it outside. Bullets would shatter glass, pierce metal, and push through flesh, leaving Pab on the ground as the shooters fled. Now dying, Pab would be placed back inside of the Escalade as they drove off, only making it less than a mile away before flagging down the police.
Crazy.
CPR would fail, and Quando would be left screaming out as he just witnessed his cousin get gunned down the same way the world witnessed King Von go out. By now, the shooters had fled in the getaway vehicle, later traveling to a burger restaurant to discuss payment.
What?
The shooters would be driven back down to San Diego and flown back to Chicago that same night, with OTF-DD paying the shooters an undisclosed amount on behalf of co-conspirator number 1. With his arrest being announced, it's believed none other than Lil Durk will soon be identified as co-conspirator 1 and held responsible by the federal government for having members of OTF recruit a hit team, travel across state lines, and commit murder for hire.
Yeah, that's a lot of
Under federal law, this would mean Lil Durk is possibly facing federal execution, as the death penalty may apply. If sought by federal prosecutors, the only way to escape federal death would be by taking a plea deal for a life sentence in federal prison. Since the death of King Von, Durk would be consistently trolled online by 3 words: slide for Von.
Every time Durk says something online, you got all these fans and trolls telling him to, you know, slide for Von.
King Von got killed and Lil Durk didn't slide for Von, which is like a meme online. And they're like, we like Young Boy because, you know, like these kids like really believe that they're a part of these real situations.
And I ain't gonna lie, the kids do we believe they a part of real situations. I just don't understand it. Like, I don't understand when the fascination with street shit happened. Cause when I was a kid, bro, everybody was trying to dance, be like Chris Brown, get the girls. Like, that was a cool thing. I don't know when the switch up happened and everybody tried to be a shooter. I know what happened around Keith and them, but like, what made everybody so infatuated and so crazed over this hood stuff? Like, everybody want to be from the hood. Everybody want to go to the hood. Every girl want a hood nigga. Every nigga want to be from the hood. I just don't get it. I don't understand. And people be inserting their beef and stuff like this, and then it's just like, that's why we can't feed into the internet, because they tell you to do one thing, and then you do that one thing, and then they clown you. It's just like you driving and somebody honking at you to go faster. You go faster and crash. They finna be the same people laughing at you as they pass by. Because people will send you off to crash out. People do that every day in your regular life, so it's just, you got to be on point. You just got to be careful with how you go about things and who you listen to, because everybody ain't got your best interest in mind, but at the end of the day, everybody ain't in the situation. You, like Durk and his team is in the situation, Young Boy and his team in the situation. Nobody else should be commenting on that. Like, even if you got something to say, you shouldn't advise what you would do. Like, I would do this, you should do that. Shit like this happened, bro. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no telling what really happened, but if he did do that shit, it ain't looking good.
Yeah. And these kids are out here just saying this shit like,
Von died. So why I don't know. I don't know no politics. And listen,
why is this nigga not sliding on the nigga?
Well, how you know what they doing? Just because it ain't publicized.
Those 3 words would gain hundreds of thousands of views, and Trap Lord Ross would even document multiple attempts made on Quando's life since Von's death in a video titled Sliding for Von. With College Kid breaking the news of the 5 men indicted for the murder of Lil Pab, he'd include a clip of No Jumper's Brick Baby previously speaking on the topic.
Oh yeah,
slide for Von,
right?
Nobody... Yeah.
They say you can't say that no more.
Why? Oh yeah, because of no. Like,
they
who died?
You can't say that no more.
Oh, because of FBG Cash? Or who?
Nah. I ain't gonna lie, he was on some federal ass shit when he did this. Now that I'm looking back at it, I don't know who told him to speak on this. You're not even OTF, you're not fucking with Young Boy, you're nobody. Like, you know what I'm saying? You're a gamer from LA, but you ain't nobody that's involved in this, so why would you even speak on that? And then you egging it on. Like, he said, what about Cash? You could have just been like, yeah, and cut it out. You talking about some, nah, you looking at him like, you know who I'm talking about. Like, nobody even knew, on God, nobody knew OTF was connected to that, because everybody just thinking like, yeah, you know, it's just some regular LA shit. He probably got set up by the cribs, back door, like, shit be happening in LA. That's how everybody looking at it, because that's really what be going on in LA. Not shout out, but look what happened to PNB Rock and, you know, Pop Smoke. Like, this shit really happened.
All right, because Lil Pop.
Oh. What's that?
But I'm just saying, they just say you can't say that no more. That's the new term, like, no more slide for Von.
Because of Lil Pop. Now, after that incident, though.
Being that this is a federal murder case and will likely be pursued as a death penalty case, we can expect this to take years before a final sentence.
For real, though.
More details will be coming to light, as well as more arrests, because every unnamed conspirator in this indictment is about to be taken into custody. It's almost guaranteed Durk will not be granted any type of pretrial release, and this could very well be the end of the rapper's career and freedom, an ending almost predicted in his song Redman. Now, like I said in the video, I mean,
and it's just crazy, bro, because you just don't know what really gonna happen. Just like 1090 Jake said, this shit could last 5 years, 6 years, 7 years, 10 years. You don't know how long. Like, it's a Fed case. You already see how long Thug shit was lasting. That's just, of course, it's a RICO is different, but that's with the state. This is like, this could have turned into a RICO. They started talking about more bodies and more things that's going on. Like, a lot of niggas this might clean the streets in Chicago if this shit get bad for real, bro. Like, they really take this to the extent and they start bringing up bodies. It's so many bodies, bro. I'm not even trying to like be funny about the situation or like make light of it. It's just so many bodies, bro. So if this goes wrong, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. But you know, hopefully Durk didn't do that. But hey man, we just gonna find out in the future. We're gonna find out.